All right, man. We live. We live. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Talk Football with me. You know how I do it. Talk to me, I'll talk back, Um, this is the spot, man. This is where we come to talk about this game that we love. I know the World Cup is going on right now, but come on, man. You know what America's game is. You know what the big boy game is, you know? But yeah, man, tap in here to get, a unique perspective, the correct perspective. I'm telling y'all, I be calling things the professionals. The professionals don't know what they're talking about. Come here if you want the truth. Come here if you want to hear somebody speak the truth into existence. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna make the playoffs? What team is gonna be hard to beat? Well, I'm telling y'all, this is the spot. And I appreciate the subscribers, man. Subscribe. Subscribe. This is gonna be the most entertaining channel. I'm telling y'all, I'm building this thing while I'm flying, but it's gonna be the most entertaining channel. Come football season. It's the off season right now, but you know, right now I'm just searching for like minds, for like-minded people. I'm just searching for my tribe. And this y'all are talking to me. Y'all are talking to me, and I'm gonna talk back. I promise, right now I'm just like I got to get on Kick and all of this. So it's just YouTube pushing 400. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, almost at 400 just in this short period of time without even being on Kick and all of this. I don't know nothing about all of that stuff. Like I was pushed to do this too. People are like, you got to make a channel. You got to make a channel. You got to the way you be what you be saying and how you be breaking things down. You got to. And then I'm finding out there's different ways. There's different softwares. There's different platforms. There's okay. Your boys in the game. Your boys in the game. But appreciate your presence, man. Come here for the real sauce, for the real truth of the NFL. If you want to learn, if you want things broken down, I'm talking about off-season moves during the game, after the game, before the game, in the summertime, the organization top down from GM to like everybody. Everybody. Tap in. But the thing is, there's only one caveat. There's only one caveat. Don't be mad. Cause I'm like that too. I'm biased, like I'm about my team. And, if you like that other team, I can't rock with you. Listen, if you love the game, tune in, subscribe. But the only caveat is it's all about the purple. Sorry. Sorry. I need a new one. It was all nice and purple and gold. It's all good. It's like everything purple and gold around here. Like that back wall wasn't like that. I just changed it up. It was all purple. Like it's sick. It's the purple and goldness is sick. Like, but I love the game though. I love the game. Vikings is my favorite team. This is my favorite sport. But I have favorite players in the league. Like y'all know this. Like, how can you not love Jameer Gibbs, even though he played for the Kitties? The Kitties. Ugh. I just want to grab they by their tails and just come on, man. We Vikings, man. We run the earth. We run. Or the Bears. How can you not love Caleb? I mean, I hate the Bears, but how can you not love Caleb? You know, the boy Brian Branch of the Lions, one of my favorite safeties. Like the Packers, oh, I hate them. Like, do I have a more hated team? The Packers and Philly. But like even the Packers, they have some of my favorite players. Like I can't hate the team, can't hate the players, because I love the game. I love the game, man. I'm like Mitch in Paid in Full. I love the game, man. That's why I do it for. But anyway, man, just shout out to my tribe, shout out to all my people out there who support me, who rock with me, who tell me to keep doing this. They love the entertainment, the different series I got on the channel. And production is only gonna go up. It's only gonna get better. There was some sound issues, there was this issue, there was that issue. I'm with the timing, with the time, like all of these. Shout out to all my YouTubers, the successful one. This is a lot of work. Depending on what you're doing, depending on your content, this is a lot of work. You gotta pick what time to go. You gotta go at the right time. You gotta go at the right moment. Hey, shout out to my people in the chat already. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Max. Deshaun Washington should do a start for the Browns. Man, I got a show playing where y'all gonna. Hey, listen. Like I said, I do this for y'all. However, y'all. I'm still gonna do the show, but I'm tapped into the chat already. Y'all know I got a small channel, but this is all y'all. Y'all gonna make it big. Deshaun time is over, man. Deshaun is playing them. Deshaun is playing the ultimate okie doke. I'm not gonna kill myself for y'all, but I'm gonna keep it interesting enough to where y'all still want to pay me. Kirk was like that. Kirk Cousins, except Deshaun is more with the injury. Who else be finessing? He's literally finessing the Browns. He's finessing. Deshaun will be the best finesser in the history of the league. He could never play a whole season, but always can manage to stay on the team, and get big contracts because he got that potential. He could play, but he's just always hurt. He just always hurt. It ain't like they just get all this free money. And then we're back to the negotiating table. I mean, this is Shador's team. This is Shador's team. Get rid of Deshaun. This is Shador's team. Let the kid play. And then Shador had that whole. I think Shador is good, but the whole him being Deion's son, that was kind of like a black shadow over him. People were, even at Colorado, even at Jackson State. Oh, he's on the starting because of his dad. He's on the starting because of his dad. Well, he's in the NFL now. Let's see if his dad ain't the coach no more. So let's see if this will, really happen in the pros. So I think the Browns gonna ride with Shador, man. Deshaun is just funny. Deshaun is like the finesse king. I can think of. I know other players have done it, but like who has actually done it better than Deshaun? Kirk Cousins is like one of the richest players to ever play. I don't know how they're agents. Like it's all about the agents. They're agents, man. Caleb is great. Of course, Caleb is great. Hate the team. Yo, like, did you see what game was that? That was the game they lost, huh? But it was the playoff last year because I do these games, and it was like a fourth down and long game on the line. This kid, like Caleb, is like, bro. He's like he got some Mike Vick and some Deshaun in there, and a little bit of Pat Mahomes in there. You know how Pat Mahomes do the little sidearm. Caleb got all of that, a little flick of the wrist. He can run like Mike. He can. Oh my God, the kid got it all, and he's just only been in the league for 2 years, and he played for the Bears. God, man, out of everybody, you play for the Bears. Nah, Caleb is that boy, man. Real talk. But like I said, man, I'm just building this thing. Talk to me, I'll talk back. All my football nerds. That's my name too. Like I don't know, like I'm new. I should have linked my name to the whatever. I ain't do it right, but whatever. Well, everything that's broken can be fixed. But it's football nerd mail, FN mail, or whatever you want to call it. Your boy mail right here. My name is football nerd. So all of my football nerds out there, this is your channel. This is our tribe. Okay, I don't care who you are. You could be a from the president to a janitor. This is our sport, man. We got the World Cup going on right now in America. It's fun. Other people are here. Have fun. Have fun. And after this, it's back to football. Like soccer is not even like number 2 or number 3. Soccer is like number 4 on the list. Soccer is like number 4, man. No disrespect to soccer, but this is America's game right here. But I do got a show, man. I did have some things I want to talk about. But like I said, man, I'm just searching for my people right now. I'm like the Titanic. Remember when they want to go rescue Rose, and there was a bunch of dead. Like that's how I am right now. I'm just searching for my tribe. I'm gonna get on Kick and all of this. I'm searching for my tribe. Is there anybody out there? Is there any other nerds out there? Are there any nerds out there?
Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me?
Is anybody else alive out there? All my nerds, can y'all hear me? Tune in.
Is there anyone alive out there?
Where y'all at?
Can anyone hear me?
Tap in. This is ours. All right, man. Let me. All my nerds, tap in, man. Bears versus the Packers rivalry. Yeah, yeah, but I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the Vikings. Aiden, the Vikings is gonna be the team. I'm telling y'all, like I've never felt this good about my team like in a long time. I know we had some good runs with Mike Zimmer, but we were never like, I just didn't feel that good. Like I'm talking about from top down, from GM to I mean, like, just the coaches, from Kevin O'Connell, like, top-notch head coach, offensive genius, to Brian Flores. The team is built from the I mean, from the ground up, everything is in place. We're like KC, or we're always gonna be in the conversation now. Just like KC, just like Philly, the Vikings will always be in the conversation. That's why I didn't want to get rid of my quarterback, JJ McCarthy, that we drafted. The kid is well doing. The simple fact that there's a quarterback competition now with a almost decade-long veteran, and this kid hasn't played more than 10 games in the NFL, and there's a competition, that shows you his improvement. During the offseason, he did everything he's supposed to do. I want my quarterback. I want JJ McCarthy. I don't know what I'm gonna get in game 15, game 20. We know what we got in Kyler Murray. We know that. He's short. He can't see over the line. He doesn't take the game serious. He played video games a lot, and football wasn't his first love. He could have went to baseball. Like all of this nonsense is the reason why the man hasn't. We got talent. It's the reason why he hasn't won. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want JJ McCarthy. Like I know what I see. I know what I know. I see the work ethic. I see the hunger. I see the. I want him with the war paint, like he's going to war, and I want him. I want that kid. Oh, y'all gonna make me do this again? Like no other team is getting rid of their quarterback from that draft. New England ain't getting rid of Drake May. Bo Nix ain't leaving Denver. The Bears, what they do. Caleb, Jaden Daniels ain't leaving Washington. He had an injury. Washington sucked. They finished last in the league last year. Last. They're not getting rid of Jaden Daniels. But I know Kevin O'Connell, his job is on the line, and all the politics or whatever. But JJ is staying. JJ is staying. That's his quarterback. I already know. But anyway, man, let's get into this thing, man. I want to, there's a reason the thumbnail is what the thumbnail is, with these teams. Even though my team is the Vikings, I'm gonna always talk about the Vikings on here. The Vikings is the best team ever. The team of royalty. It's what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? It's an abomination. We haven't won a Super Bowl yet. It should be illegal. It should the Vikings haven't won a Super Bowl yet. The most royal, most beautiful, most adored, most I mean, just from the tradition to the colors, like all these other teams, they're like animals and like some fictional. No, the Vikings were real people. I mean, just the whole franchise and like the just everything. The skull chant. I mean, like the skull song, the mascot, like everything is just top notch. And then, you know, we see some other stadiums. I mean, stadiums get built all the time and stadiums get renovated all the time. But I promise y'all go look it up. After that US Bank Stadium was built, everybody was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, we gotta do SoFi Stadium. And that's good. That's good. Beautify the place. We love America. These stadiums are state of the art, but US Bank Stadium started something. We started a trend, like the Vikings. And then the stadium looked like a damn warship to top it off. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you got the team, the mascot, the tradition. I mean, everything is just top notch. And then the stadium looked like a warship. How don't we have a Super Bowl? How? How? How don't the Vikings have a Super Bowl? Somebody please, like, is it just we're the most cursed team, the most I'm sorry. I'm gonna yeah. I follow the Bears. I like Kyler Murray when he's Arizona, I'm not gonna lie. But if JJ McCarthy wins the job, it'll hurt my feelings. Like, come on, man. Y'all don't know what we know over here in Minnesota. The kid has improved tremendously. And he's still improving. You don't know if we have a Tom Brady brewing. You don't know if we have a Peyton Manning brewing. Why would you want to ruin that for Kyler, who we know? We know him. We know what we get from him. 0-1 in the playoffs. 7 seasons. And then, well, he didn't have good players in Arizona. He didn't have good coaches. Yes, he did. He had DeAndre Hopkins. He had Larry Fitzgerald. He had great defenses. He's just not a winner. Oh, well, he had defensive coaches. He had offensive coaches. Cliff Kingsbury is an offensive coach. Oh, my God, the excuses. Never mind. That's why you gotta listen. Y'all gotta tap into the nerds of y'all gotta tap into the nerds. We know this game in and out. I know some of these guys on on TV, and it's all about the look. You gotta have the face. If you don't have the face for TV, if you're not articulate, if you're not, all of that counts. But just plain knowledge, plain just being a nerd and knowing the game and knowing the players and knowing the, like I don't have a college degree. That's probably why you got to have degrees. And I did go to college. I just didn't finish. I had other plans, like stuff like that. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna have this conversation because some of us know what the hell we're talking about, and some of these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. I started this channel literally because Chris Sims didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Talking about my Vikings was gonna lose to Detroit last year bad. I was like, no, we're not. Spanked Detroit twice. Twice. Or JJ didn't win any meaningful game. You mean the second game that Detroit needed to win to get into the playoffs? Like they had to have it. Had to have it. And we walked over them boys like, oh my God, I'm telling you, that team that finished 5-0 last year, that missed the playoffs by a half of a game, the league is lucky. The league is lucky the Vikings didn't make the playoffs last year with a quarterback that had figured it out. A kid finished 5-0. 5-0. Turned the corner. It's a wrap. It's over. JJ figured it out. Y'all lucky when he make the playoffs. Especially in that NFC. That NFC, we could have made some noise. The NFC is not the AFC. We could have made some noise. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me. I wasn't even trying to talk about my Vikings. Y'all gonna make me start talking about my Vikings. Haven't found a franchise quarterback. Exactly. And now we have him and they want to get rid of him. Do y'all understand why us JJ McCarthy fans are so frustrated? Do y'all understand? We have our franchise quarterback now. We have a coach who's actually a QB developer and all of this. We have it now. Why would you want to ruin it? Why would you want to take it away? Why? We haven't had a QB since what? Dante? Christian Ponder? We had Christian Ponder. We had Josh Freeman. I'm an OG Vikings fan. Y'all remember those? Y'all remember those? Y'all act like y'all, you know what? I can say this till I'm blue in the face, man. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with our fan base. I don't know. I don't know. We actually have one right now. We have a coach. His name is the QB Whisperer. The QB Whisperer. That's this man's name. He's got his quarterback that he's developing. Let's tear it down and get rid of it. Kyler Murray come in here and read. It's another Kirk Cousins again. He's already got his way of playing. He's Kevin O'Connell is not gonna read like people always look at it like, oh, well, he's a veteran and he knows a lot of stuff and they're gonna get along because he's a veteran. Like, no, no. These coaches they got their ways of doing things. They got their ways of developing their quarterback. And if you're old, you're stuck in your ways. Even if you're good at a lot of things, there are certain things they want done. That's why it's all about developing your quarterback. JJ McCarthy is the quarterback Kevin O'Connell has been developing. All right, man. Let me not. Philly definitely found a franchise QB. Definitely. But yeah, like I don't know what's wrong with us. But man, you already know I can talk about my Vikings all day. But you know, I'm gonna come back later and talk about my Vikings. But I'm talking about the league here. But, and I thought about this long. The Vikings is an NFL team, right? That's why I switched. It was Talk Vikings with me. Now it's Talk Football with me. But I'm gonna have to Talk Vikings with me segment. The Vikings is like 50% of this channel, probably 60%. But every now and then, I got to include what's going on. Y'all got to be aware of what's happening in the league. Like the Vikings is in the league of other teams. Like we can't just be talking about our team. Like y'all have to be aware of what's happening. Like the Rams right now. Oh my God, if y'all are not paying attention and we just like I see a lot of channels and kudos to y'all like every team got a million things that people can talk about. So most people are just focused on their team. Like I don't want to do. I'm telling you, I'm a nerd. Like this being a football nerd is weird. You can't just have all the fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like your house got fun, but there's like fun. There's other parties and there are other things going on other places too. I can't just I'm nosy like that. I want to know what's happening over there, what kind of music y'all playing, what kind of food over. Oh, y'all got over there. we're good over here. I just want to know what's happening over there too. Like, like we gotta know what's going on with the league. You know, some of the Vikings play some of these teams, or you guys will be aware of what's happening with other teams and other players and all of that. So that's why I'm like I got to talk to my people about the news, what's going on around in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I wanna like first start off. Hold on, I ain't do this right. I've been talking for like an hour. I ain't even come in right. Let's come in right, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show, man. My bad, my bad, my bad. Your boy a little new. Bear with me, bear with me. This gonna be real entertaining. We're gonna talk. We're gonna review. We're gonna go. I'm telling y'all, this is right here is gonna be raw NFL entertainment, NFL news, NFL updates, NFL. Like y'all are gonna be well educated. Nerd stuff. Y'all gonna be well educated. If you're a football fan, you're about to know the game. You're about to know players. You're about to know plays. You're about to know what's happening. You're about to know everything. What's going on with your franchise? What's going on with my franchise? I'm nosy like that. I'm nosy like that. I got favorite players. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know, like if let's say God forbid, let's say Jameer Gibbs get hurt. Like I'm like, oh my God, it's a wrap. The Lions need to read. They need to refit. It's already bad on them over there. Like I don't know what's going on. They were supposed to be biting kneecaps to get. What happened to the kneecap biting? Why would you? I guess the offensive coordinator had a couple of bad games and he took over offense. Like no, give the offensive coordinator his play calling back or his like it was working for a while. The man had a couple of bad games and you want to take over play calling and you see how that ended up. What is wrong with him? And he looks super stressful too. So like y'all got too much talent over there in Detroit to suck like that. Like, but anyway, like y'all gotta know what's going on. Like, let's say Jameer Gibbs get hurt or something. You already know like the Lions run game. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Now they gotta be one dimensional. They don't even have Dave Montgomery anymore, right? They got Jameer Gibbs and then they drafted a rookie. So I'm just saying, like for example, if like a Gibbs was to get hurt, or like a great left tackle. Let's say like how Christian Darrisaw got hurt. That just ruined our whole. And then we had problems on the line too. So y'all got to know these players and what's going on. So when you're watching the game, you're like, oh, that's who Mel was talking about. Oh, that's who. That's you know what I'm saying. So I know watching the action and other things are more exciting, but I know how to make stuff exciting too. But at the same time, this is nerd football, nerd information, and exciting stuff. We're gonna be doing game reviews. We're gonna be like I'm telling y'all. So like. It's 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 I'm telling y'all, I'm like Jimmy Neutron when it comes to like except at football. All right, just picture me as a thick lens glasses kid that's always except with football. Like real nerd stuff, man. They have Pacheco. Oh, they got Pacheco? Detroit got Pacheco? Okay, that makes sense. Two little fierce backs. I like Pacheco. I like Pacheco. When they won the Super Bowl, he was playing like I got something to prove. Like that little something about this little tough little midget, little tough running backs going up against big defensive ends, big linebackers. Pacheco will hit you. I like that, man. I like these little fierce backs, man. Isaiah Pacheco can he can ball. Hey, yo, shout out to the night who say me, the Saints. You a Saints fan? Hey, what I'm about to talk about? Hey, man. Self That boy Shuff out of all them QBs, out of all the young QBs I see right now, him, Jackson Dart is right there. But all of the quarterbacks that came into the league that were rookies last year, Shuff is top notch. So New Orleans found their quarterback. New York found their quarterback in that boy Dart. Just a couple of them. There's a few more. These little young, little tough court, like I'm like, what the hell? Between Shuff and the boy in New York, just this little young, new, tough to play. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Speaking of, hold on, let me get into this, man. I don't derail the show, but nah, this is crazy. Speaking of quarterbacks and teams and all of this, like, look at this right here. Y'all look in the screen, please. Look in the screen. Who's in, who's out? Who's in, who's out? That AFC is something else. Who's in, who's out. So on your screen, you don't see Aaron Rodgers. You don't see the Browns, Shador and them. You don't see like yo, that Jets team. I know the Jets has. I'm telling y'all, this is the nerd stuff right here. I know the Jets sucked and all of that last year, and like who the Jets is like nobody respect the Jets. Nobody respect the Jets. But that team they have put together, I see them in the playoffs. Look on your screen. Who's in, who's out? Who's in, who's out? Old man Rodgers is old, but old man Rodgers can still play. Like he had a great season, laid an egg in the playoffs, but I think it was just the game plan. They wasn't prepared for that blitz they put on old man Rodgers. It's like they didn't game plan right. They didn't plan for a lot of screenplays. It's like they didn't expect what they got, and that could happen to anybody. That can happen to any. That can happen to young quarter. It happened to CJ in the play. Well, that game was a little wet, but it happened to CJ. CJ had like 50 fumbles. Like that game could have went either way because they both had turnovers and it was snowing. It was a wet game. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. I know Pittsburgh is going to make the playoffs. Like I know it. Indy. Indy had to go to Old Man Rivers because the boy Daniel was injured. Daniel don't get injured, they make the playoffs. So they're in there. And Indy had like the best record. Jonathan Taylor and them. Indy had the best record for like a long stretch of the season. Trevor and them are in there. Trevor has figured it out. Trevor turned the corner. He's in there. CJ's in there. CJ's always in the playoffs. Always in there. I'm sorry. Bo Nick should have played in the Super Bowl. Bo should have played in the Super Bowl. Like even with Bo's absent, the way that game went, I don't know how Denver lost. They had to lead the whole game, and then they had like a fumble on there. They gave New England an easy touchdown. I don't know how Denver lost. Denver should have been in the Super Bowl. Trevor's in like Trevor Lawrence, that Jacksonville team, they're in there. They're in there. Like I can't wait. Listen, my team is in the NFC, but this AFC conference, I am watching it from forget week one, from preseason. I'm watching this AFC race from the preseason all the way to whole. I want to see who's who, and it all comes down to probably what team is gonna be really healthy, you know. But this is crazy. I don't remember it being this exciting ever. And then the teams that are on the outside looking in, the Browns. Now the Browns traded. Y'all got to understand the Browns traded Miles, but what they're getting, and then Jerry Verse is not no scrub. Jerry Verse was the best one on that fearsome foursome. I'm sorry. And then they get a first round, second round, this round, that round. Like the Browns is like, and then that draft they just had with Omar Cooper. Then they got a first round offensive lineman. They've just been getting Shador offensive. They got like 3 new offensive linemen, top notch. They got the boy from the Texans. I did this because I did this in free agency. The boy from they got the Texans left tackle. They drafted a guard and they got another lineman. Who's their receiver? They got Isaiah Bond. They got Omar Cooper now. And that damn defense. Y'all know the Browns defense. All they had to do was work on their offense. The chance the Browns make it. If Jacksonville can get in there, the Chargers, yo, man, all right, let me stop. Let me just get off the AFC for a while, cuz this is crazy. Chargers, where they finally win the playoffs game, man. Sean Payton kicks a field goal. Bronco versus Patriot. Ain't no telling who wins that game. I'm thank you. That like the Bronco. There's no way the Broncos lost to the Patriots. The Broncos should have been in the Super Bowl. Just like these games are on here. Go watch the low replay. The low. It's like 10 minutes or whatever. The game. Like they had to lead the whole game, and then it started snowing later. You're like, the snow, the weather. I'm telling you, the snow bless New England. If it don't start snowing, Denver wins without Bowl. But then again, I don't want to see Denver in the Super Bowl without their real quarterback. They'll probably lay an egg. So whatever, maybe the better team won, but Denver was better. I'm sorry. But man, this is exciting, man. Y'all tune in, man. It's gonna be game reviews. We're gonna be listening. I just fired it up. So even with the draft and all of this stuff, I didn't even do it how I wanted to do it. But it's a wrap. It's over. Had to learn the software. I'm like, it's over. All my nerds gather. All my nerds gather. I'm looking for y'all. All my nerds, where y'all at? I'm looking.
Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me?
All my nerds, are y'all alive out there? Can y'all hear me? Come through. You know what I'm saying? And like and subscribe too. Like don't treat me like a side chick, man. You just messing with me, but you don't take me serious. Come on, man. Like what the heck was that? Like don't do that. Just like Uncle Bill said. What the hell was that? It was like Uncle Madden. What the hell is that?
Holy what the heck was that?
Like don't treat me like a side chick, man. Like and subscribe and share. Let the world tell my tribe, tell my nerds, listen, you have a brother. Come through. Let's talk about this. You know, he just treat me like a side chick, man. That's not right. Uncle Madden don't like that. What the heck is that?
Holy what the heck was that?
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. Like it's just, I can talk about this all day. It's just it makes no sense. You can't. And then oh, that's something I'm forgetting. Something I'm forgetting. So that right there that you're looking at, it's 8 players, right? But the playoff picture how it's set up, there's only 7 teams. There's only 7 teams. You got your you got your you got your you got your wild card, and then you got your division around, then you got, so what you're looking at, man. So there's an odd team right here that didn't make it, which was the Colts. So you see 8 up there, so there's an odd one. So disregard the Colts because that's 8 right there, but 7 teams makes the playoffs. But still, I'm just saying that so you don't let the picture confuse you. But still, the Colts could even though it's 8 teams up there, 7 can. The Colts could be in there, and that Jets team, the way that they got Minka Fitzpatrick, they got Geno. They're like they're regretting moving away from Geno, so they're treating him like gold. Geno got all kinds of offensive linemen. He got that boy Sadiq, the new what's his name? Yeah, Cameron Sadiq. The tight he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star. He got receivers, he got linemen, oh my God, man. That Jets team I'm looking at. They got Breece Hall. Eh, they got Garrett Wilson. They got hey man, and Geno ain't no scrub. Geno is one of those quarterbacks that figured it out. Geno, who else? Baker. Baker was kind of, but he turned it up. Geno, Baker, Sam Darnold. Um, I'm telling y'all, is this one? If what's the kid named Justin Fields? If Justin Fields could figure it out, if he could become a better pocket quarterback, it's over. It's over. He'll be right there with Caleb. He'll be right there with Lamar. Just become a better pocket quarterback. He can't. He cannot. He just can't. He can't adjust to the speed of the NFL. He just haven't figured it out. But if that kid do, But if that kid does, it's over. It's over. It's over for teams. But yeah, man, this AFC, like, I don't know. I don't see anybody. CJ has made the playoffs like since he was a rookie. That Texans defense is it. Like the Texans, the Broncos, New England, those three teams, their defenses are the best in the AFC. Y'all are not keeping Josh Allen out the playoffs. It's just not happening. Like, it's just not happening. Was there ever a time Josh Allen? Was there a year recently Josh Allen hasn't made the playoffs ever? Like uh, Lamar. Lamar didn't make the playoffs last year. Lamar didn't make the playoffs, so disregard him too. Hold on, I should know this. How many teams are? Is it 6, right? Because the Colts didn't make it, Lamar didn't make. Like, are you telling me Lamar Jackson is not going to make the playoffs? Pat Mahomes and them didn't make it last year. Are you telling me Bo Nix and these new low AFC quarterbacks are going to keep Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes out the playoffs? But then again, I don't see New England. I don't see Drake May's team. I don't see Bo Nix' team. I don't see CJ Stroud team losing any playoff spot. I don't see Pat Mahomes being out either. I don't see Lamar Jackson being out either. Do y'all not understand what's going on? It's like a crab. It's the battle of the giants in the AFC. It's like crabs in a bucket. Everybody is it's an equal heavyweight fight. This is what's going on. It's I used to watch WWE, WWF. Those are the great days when they used to be the WWF. Now it's the WWE. Whatever. Yo, the cage matches. The cage matches? What's that one when everybody it's Royal Rumble? That's Royal Rumble, right? Where like every man for himself in a big yeah, that's Royal Rumble. It's been so long, I don't forgot these names. It's like Royal Rumble in the AFC, and everybody's good. Everybody is good. It's like the Western Conference in the NBA. Well, it's changing a little bit, but for a while, the Western Conference, everybody's good. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, yeah, Kobe, and then Kobe after Kobe time, LeBron. So it was LA, it was Golden State. It was all these Western teams. They're just all the best. The best record is just in your one conference. Let me stop yapping. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a nerd. No, Aiden Joe too. We're about to get into this. We're about to get into this because I'm just freestyle. I'm going off. I got to plan the show. And the Bengals. You see, they're one of the teams on the thumbnail. The Bengals is a huge topic of today's show. I'm a new channel. I'm just on here yapping. I'm trying to get people to come in. I ain't even got into the show yet, but I'm just talking nerd stuff like this. But this is a real topic. But Aiden, you're right. The Bengals didn't make the playoffs. Like Joe Burrow says, his team has never been this good. I was like messing around looking at the roster. I'm like, whatever, regular people. No, 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 no. When you look at their starters, the Bengals, when you look at the Bengals starters, they are scared. The Bengals are the Rams of the West. Look at the Rams. Forget the Seahawks. I'm not even worried about them. I'm not worried about them. The Rams, the Rams could have beat the Seahawks too. The boy, they punt returner fumble that punt. If you don't fumble that punt return in the third quarter, the Rams probably beat them because they gave Seattle an easy little touchdown. Seattle goes up 2 scores. The Rams go right back on a long touchdown drive. Boom. Make it like a 3-point. The Rams could have won that game on that 4th down, that McVay. If that McVay call go the right way, the Rams won the game. It was this close. The Rams, oh my God, they are so better. They got, so this is what the Rams did. Oh my God, that's why I need Vikings fans to pay attention to the league. If everybody's like Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Kyler. We have to play it smart here. If we don't win the Super Bowl this year, let's put ourselves in position to get it next year. Let's ride with our quarterback, man. Let's ride with our quarterback. Let's give this kid experience to where if it don't happen, let's let him have a playoff experience. Let him have a playoff run this year to where he come back. It's like Edwards. I remember Anthony Edwards' first playoff experience. We didn't really do much, but Y'all see what's been happening lately. Conference finals, or semifinals. I'm telling you, you need that experience. Yeah. The Bengals, bro. They got Brian Cook. They got Brian Cook, the former Brian Cook is a top 5 safety in the league. I'm looking at their roster. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know why they drafted a quarterback and they got Matt Stafford. They got their reasons, but I'm thinking they're gonna draft another receiver. They got Puka Nakua. They got Devontae Adams. They got Puka. So I'm thinking they're gonna draft because those dudes are older. I think Devontae's on his last year of his contract. So I'm thinking because they got Brian Cook. They got Kansas City. They got Kansas City whole second. No. Yeah, they got Brian Cook. They got that defensive line. They got who the hell they got Boy Mafe, right? I'm gonna get into this. Give me a second. I'm gonna get into it because their roster is crazy. Their roster is afraid. Oh, they got the boy from the they traded for him in the first round. The boy from the Giants. They got the Giants all pro defensive lineman. I think they got Boy Mafe too. I know they got a crazy pass rusher. Their defensive line is ridiculous. Their defense is ridiculous. Joe Burrow is still Joe Burrow. I think his offensive line, I think he got a couple new linemen. He got Jamar. They extended him his crazy contract. He got T. Higgins. He got like we're gonna go over their roster. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And Joe is like, but anyway, man, yeah. Look on the screen. This is ridiculous. So Joe Burrow didn't make the playoffs. And he's up there. So Joe didn't make the playoffs. Pat Mahomes didn't make the playoffs. Lamar Jackson didn't make the playoffs. Um, uh, the Colts, Daniel Jones didn't make the playoffs. So 4 people up there didn't make the playoffs. Are y'all telling me y'all are keeping those 4 out? They're gonna stay out because of these new little young. All right, let me stop. I've been talking about it too. Y'all get the point. This is premium entertainment. This is why we love this game. Shout out to soccer and baseball and basketball and everything else. I mean, like, come on, man. Come on, man. You come home. Like, listen, between movies, I'm not a weirdo. I watch movies and shows and other entertainment. I'm telling y'all. In the football season, I'm talking about all Sunday. Saturday, I'll catch the college games. And then they got NFL games nowadays. Sometimes on Saturday, the NFL, I see what y'all are doing. They're just trying to they know people like me exist. So they're just trying to just take over our lives. They got Monday games, they got Thursday. I'm watching all of that. And then on the days, let's say like a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Wednesday, Tuesday, I'm watching the old games that I didn't watch. So oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous during football season. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like this is the ultimate entertainment movies and shows and other sports. That this is the ultimate entertainment, man. There's different teams. There's different players. There's different cat and mouse game going on between coaches, between the OC and the DC, and between this offense and this defense. All right, this is what they doing this series. All right, next series we're gonna blitz them more. Nah. We're gonna. They can't really run past us in our just our 4. Our regular rush can get to the quarterback, so we're gonna drop more, or we're gonna blitz more, or we're gonna hit them on fly routes, or we're gonna hit the middle. We're gonna attack them in the middle of the field, or we're gonna run a lot of slants. Nah, we're gonna run the ball down their throat because that linebacker core, they line is weak. They weak up front. We're gonna run on them. Oh my God, bro. I love this game. Love it. Love it. And you gotta have like some kind of a smarts to understand. Like you can't be an idiot. It's the ultimate best, you know? Panthers are winning player and Bryce Harry. Yo, that Panther squad. That Panther squad. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's another tight little race. The NFC North is tight, but what is that? NFC South, right? Hey, that quarterback competition that's going on in Atlanta between Tua and Penix Jr. is literally what's going on in Minnesota right now. I don't know. I don't know. Who said that? Bryce? Oh, Aiden. There's no Bryce on here. Where'd I get Bryce from? I got Bryce Young name in my head. Yo, Aiden. That freaking Atlanta team with the boy Bijan and that defense. How about the Bucks? How about the Bucks? The Bucks is in that division. I told y'all the boy, what's his name, has found his rhythm. He's turned the corner. Baker is a different quarterback. Baker is a different quarterback. I like their coach. And then Atlanta over there, they got Raheem Moore. Yeah, listen, man. That's a tight low division, and that Panthers team made the playoffs, so that says a lot about them. I love their low defense, but that's a tight low division. That's a tight low division. I'm talking about. I didn't even mention New Orleans and Shuff. I didn't even mention New Orleans and Shuff. Shuff, like I said, between Dart and dudes like Shuff, I think there's a couple more I'm forgetting. These little young quarterbacks. Shuff is the best one. New Orleans found their franchise quarterback. They're in that division. So it's New Orleans, it's Carolina, it's Atlanta, and Tampa. Tighter than spandex. Tighter than it's probably the most. I don't know. They're probably not the most talented division, but as far as tight, they're all the same team. Like as far as I'm not saying they're here as far as talent level, they're probably here, but they're all here. All those teams, they're here. I don't look at the NFC South and see a team that's better than the other. That's my point. They're literally the same, all four of them. New Orleans was the worst one. What? I don't know. And they just drafted my boy Messidor. Oh my God, University of Miami, my favorite college team. The NFL is changing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if KC is still KC. They traded their whole secondary. We'll see, man. Like the upper echelon teams. Hey, these little midget teams, they're growing on us. You see, the Panthers came out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa. The Panthers and the Jaguars. The Jaguars are in here now. Trevor Lawrence, I figured it out. Another quarterback that turned the corner. He figured it out. They got a nice defense. Hey, I heard Travis Hunter put on some weight. I heard they're still going to use him both sides, but he's going to be more of a DB. I think he's a better cornerback than a receiver. He's a good receiver, but I think he's a better corner. So they got a top-notch corner. They'll probably bring him in sometimes to play receiver, but it's a top-notch corner. That Jaguars team I'm looking at is not going anywhere at all. Absolutely crazy. But I'm just over here yapping, man. I'm sorry, man. I can this picture right here on your screen, I can talk about it like literally all day. All the teams that are supposed to be in, all the teams that are out. There are teams that are not even, and everybody on here didn't even make the playoffs. And there are teams that are not even on this damn picture that didn't make the playoffs, but they're right there. Right there. The Browns, the Jets. Hey, who know? Hey. What if Vegas makes some noise? That kid Mendoza, I know he's a rookie and all, but what if Vegas made some noise? Because Indiana came out of nowhere in college. They were a nobody. Undefeated out of nowhere. This kid is nice. Fernando Mendoza is nice. What if that kid coming to the league just embarrassing old heads? And they got Kirk. You know, Kirk is the ultimate head scratcher in the NFL. He's good, but he's not good. He's great, but he's not great. It's like, hey, what if Kirk has some good games? Because I know that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna start Kirk. What if Kirk has some good games and that kid come in and straight do what Caleb did? Caleb like went on like a 10-game win streak or whatever game win streak. Like Chicago just came out of nowhere. They just decided not to lose anymore and just went on this streak. Last year was the year of streaks. Like Denver had a crazy streak. New England had a crazy streak. Chicago had a crazy streak. There were teams like 15 or one. We're in New England. Denver like fifth. They won like 15. It was ridiculous. OMG, man. But NFC North is up for grab. NFC East might be interesting without AJ Brown. Nah, nah, nah. Philly got better. Philly got better, man. And they get a first round draft pick for that AJ Brown, man. They no, they got better. They got Hollywood Brown, and then they got Dontavio Wicks. He's gonna be their big body receiver. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. They got I was just talking about the Philly receiving core. I literally just that's why y'all gotta come to the channel, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tell others about me. Tell other nerds about me. I just made a video about this. The Philadelphia Eagles, probably and my Vikings too. And my Vikings. I mean, like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and the boy we just got from San Fran. Like, stop it. Stop it. But Philly, I know they got rid of AJ Brown. They got Dontavia Wicks as their big body receiver. You know, just like Brown, he's younger. Yo, man, between between Makai Lemon, do your research on Makai Lemon, please. Between Makai Lemon, between Hollywood Brown, between Devontae Smith, those dudes can run past any defense. They are the fastest receiving core in the league. That is scary. Look, listen, I'm telling y'all, before any team play the Philadelphia Eagles, they need to go run track. You need to go practice with the track team. They know what they're doing. And then they got their big body receiver, just like AJ Brown. They know what they're doing. They got their scheme. They're gonna run a screen, and we need this big body receiver to block. Or there are certain plays where just throw it up. Just throw it up. There are certain games we're gonna have him against a smaller corner. They know what they're doing with their scheme. They need a big body receiver, but they got nothing but speed. Like, please do your research on Philadelphia receivers. That is literally the fastest receiving core in the NFL, the entire league. Between Makai Lemon, Devontae Smith, and Hollywood Brown. Nobody's catching them. They are going to ruin defenses. I'm telling you right here. You're talking to the nerd. Them dudes are going to ruin defenses. I've done it. There's fast receivers around the league, but I'm talking about put together. And then I don't see any other team with 4 receivers at that caliber. Do teams I look at the Rams, Devontae Smith and Cooper Kupp, top notch. Even my Vikings, I'm talking about 4. 4? You have 4 top-notch receivers, and all 3 of them are faster than most of your team. Like, bro, this OMG, them boys in Philly is yeah, them Giants too. Now, the only thing about the Giants, let me get into it because that's what I'm talking about. Y'all are talking about things I plan on talking about because the Giants, if the Giants could just figure, I made a video on this too. Y'all got to check out the channel. If the Giants can just fix their injury problems, and Hollywood Brown has snitched, not Hollywood Brown, Zay Flowers has snitched on the new Giants coach because he's the former Ravens coach. Um, he was like, man, all these injuries, it's probably him because over here in Baltimore, he had us doing one-on-ones all day, and we had injury problems too. But he just got here. They can't blame him for their injury problems, you know. Um, they can't blame him for their injury problems. He just got there. You understand what I'm saying? But if the Giants if the Giants could get their injuries, like Malik, there's all kinds of mixed messages. Oh, he'll be ready by week 1. Oh, he won't be ready by week 1. He's still injured. It's like they're real vague about this stuff. But if Neighbors can go, Scatterboo, he's injured. Promising young, I like him. They got a young, promising team. I'm telling y'all, but they're just injured. They're just injured right now. They just lost. Why ain't even training camp? They got 3 people gone for the season. They got a young promising rookie. A young cornerback. He's gone ACL tear. They got defensive lineman gone. They had a punt returner gone, all gone for the season. Malik Neighbors is hurt. Cam Scatterboo is hurt. Like, bro, they're like us last year. If the Giants could stay healthy and get their stuff together, that boy Jackson Dart and that defense too. They got that defense. I want to see that Giants defense. It was bad last year. New York, Washington, Dallas. I want to see these defenses because they drafted good. Dallas and Caleb Downs and them and New York and Arvell Reese and them boys. I want to see these teams. I want to see. But yeah, I'm definitely watching that Giants team because they got some great promising players. And because they had a bad record, they had a great draft. And if they can stay healthy, New York can make some noise. New York can make some noise. But I don't yapped enough. Let me talk about what I need to talk about, man, before I get up out of here. Um, so, so. Uno momento. Yeah, I want to talk about like just what's going on these free agents. Like, look on your screen, right? I can't believe. You know what? I just started doing this, so I can't believe the amount of top-notch players still available. But then again, the only thing you can gather out of this is these dudes. They're older players because look at their age. Steph Diggs 32, Debo Samuel's 30. Man, what happened to Debo? What happened to Debo, man? Like he had some flashes last year, but I think the injury. It's the injury, But everybody on here look at dudes like Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's he's 34. Tyreek Hill. Somebody's gonna pick him up. There's no way. There's no way. But Tyreek Hill is hurt though. He's been injured. He's been injured. So these are people who I'm watching who I knew are gonna get picked up. But it's gonna be interesting to see if they don't. Like Steph Diggs. Like Steph Diggs. Steph Diggs is one of the premium receivers in the league. Like, what team doesn't want a Steph Diggs if talk to him right, talk about the money right? Steph Diggs is a nice pickup. You see, teams just been picking him up, but man, with the whole legal thing with the chef, if that cost my dog his career, that'll be bro. Like, that's just crazy, man. When situations cost you your career, some or even what's his name, dude right here, then Kareem Hunt isn't Kareem Hunt in that same he had that situation with that female. Then he like hit a female and they're never been the same. Like, yo, y'all gotta watch it with these females. Don't hit a female. Don't like be careful. You can lose your career. You can lose like money. You can lose opportunities. Oh my God, bro. I don't understand these dudes. I don't get it, bro. Like y'all are rich. Y'all can literally have anyway, whatever. Back to football. I'm not But yeah, I'm not anyway, it's still early. It's still early. There's no way Debo Samuels, if healthy, don't get unless the only thing I can see is these dudes are old, right? And teams are like, I'm not paying you for the amount of money that you want. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Like I know you're great and all, and you've put it. Look at Joey Bosa, but even though Joey Bosa, with his greatness, it hasn't been. Last year wasn't, Taylor Decker, I mean, like top notch offensive lineman. Bobby Wagner, Najee Harris. Najee Harris is not on the team. Yo, Najee Harris is one of my favorite. He kind of slowed down though. Yo, Najee Harris in Pittsburgh? Problem. Problem. He went to the Chargers. We didn't hear anything. Oh, he had an Achilles injury. See, it'd be injuries, man. It'd be injuries, man. Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner can still play though, but he's not the old Bobby Wagner, man. He's old. He's not Bobby Wagner before Kareem Hunt. 33 for a running back. That's old, man. Joe Mixon? Somebody gonna pick up Joe Mixon and Tyreek Hill. I don't know. It don't make any sense. Like these dudes are not, but it's just something to watch. It's just something to pay attention to. Like I don't think, you know, I don't think I don't think Joey Bosa, even though he's a little older, I don't think Stephon Diggs. Like, I don't think these dudes don't get picked up just 'cause, like, if they negotiate right, if the money's right and everything's making sense for the franchise and the players, like, the names I'm seeing on there is too they're too talented. They're too talented not to get picked up. But but speaking of picking up, speaking of picking up, my dog Steph Diggs might go to the Commanders, and this will probably be his landing spot for his career. It makes all the sense in the world. He's from over there, you know, should have been a Vikings for life. I think it started with us, with the Minneapolis Miracle. We put you on the map. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come back home. This is your home. Anyway, man, let's get into this thing. Let's get into it.
And some of these guys, like even before these guys start, Baldy knows what training camp used for teams to sign. And look, do these guys need?
Exactly what I was just talking about. I didn't even see this. That's the list right there. DeAndre Hopkins. I don't care what y'all are talking about. The DeAndre Hopkins I saw playing could still play. Zach Ertz, Nick Chubb. Yo, Nick Chubb can still play, even though he's old. I won't though. I won't. I won't sign Nick. Nick too old, man. Nick can still ball though. Like Kyle Van Noy, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuels, Joey Bosa. All right, man, let's get into it.
Need the spring? Did they need mini camp? Did they need training camp? I mean, Kyle Van Noy, who was on the program recently, was like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll wait a little bit, at this point of your career, Jeffrey Chadilla. Would you want to go to training camp?
No.
I mean, it's not like it used to be when some of these guys, like even before these guys start. Baldy knows what training camp used to be. Well, that's a topic for another show. The topic for tonight's show is the best fits for some of these veteran unsigned free agents. And Jeff, we're going to start with Stephon Diggs. Your thoughts on where he should land?
I'm going to put Stephon Diggs with the Las Vegas Raiders. And this makes sense for a lot of reasons. One, he just come off a 1,000-yard season at age 32. He's always been a great benefit to a young quarterback like Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud. Drake May last year benefited from having him around. And look, he's been with Clint Kubiak in Minnesota. He's been with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. Got a young quarterback in Fernando Mendoza.
Yo, that's my dog, man. I know Steph got his low ways, but he's nice. Like we saw Stephon Diggs go from nothing to something here in Minnesota. We made him. I'm proud.
Who's trying to find his way. Yes, he's had off-field distractions, but Baldy, he's going to be a good player wherever he goes.
I agree with you, Jeff. I agree. He's coming off a really good season. And I think that the Chiefs just look like a natural landing spot for him. I think he'd get along real good with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. A lot of respect for those two guys and what they have accomplished. He was healthy last year. He was productive. And the Chiefs have, they've lost Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster. We know the issues right now with Rashee Rice. They look like they need a veteran receiver right there. They want to get right back into competitive mode, playoff mode. And, oh, by the way, Stephon Diggs has played in 18 playoff games, including a Super Bowl a year ago. He knows what the Chiefs are all about and what they want to get to and what their final goals are. So I think he fits in real well with what the Chiefs need to do.
There was the legal situation with Stephon Diggs as well. He was found not guilty in that regard, so at least that part of things is off his plate when it comes to finding his next gig.
Yeah. There you have it. Nah, we're hearing KC, we're hearing this and that. you know, probably a receiver from Mendoza and all of that. But he might go back to his hometown. Say Diggs will not face prime NFL. Nah, nah, nah. One play was where Diggs has been widely linked is the Washington Commanders. Washington certainly has a need at receiver alongside Terry McLaurin. A Diggs signing will also bring the Maryland native home. In a recent interview with Fox 5, Diggs was asked about the possibility of returning to the area where he grew up and attended college. I never realized how many fans there. Sorry, I got my computer back. I should have it like right in front of me. I never realized how many fans there was back home until I was a free agent, and people are like, "Are you going to come back home?" Especially when they see me back here. Diggs said, "I've been living here for my whole life. I've been living here for 10 years." They was just like, "Oh, we never see you." I was like, "Man, y'all wasn't looking." Hey, man, this is and, like these dudes. He's so talented. I mean, like they can just pitch they can just pitch stuff and they can just sound like that's a nice little pitch to the fans of Washington. I'm from here, you know what I'm saying? I've been here my whole life, even though I've been other places, you know what I'm saying? Where did he's going there. He's going there. I know that was the point I was trying to why I was trying to show that. There's all these other options. He can go here, he can go there, he can go here, he can go there. There's all these suggestions. And I think the league is gonna do him right because the league is harsh on players when they get in trouble. You're gonna get suspended. Even if the court found you not guilty or I'm telling you, the league has its own punishment. The league has its own punishment. They're gonna get at you their own way. So for them to have trust me, I know we've had a few incidents over here with Adrian Peterson and the Dalvin Cook incident and like all of these. What is it with Minnesota? Why are running backs always getting in trouble? It just hit me. Adrian with the whole whipping of his kid. Dalvin Cook had hit some girl, I guess, one time. I guess it was a nothing burger that was trying to make it. So yeah, even if it's nothing, they don't find you, criminally liable or whatever. The league will still punish you. Like we can't hear nothing about you. We don't want to hear that you were drunk, and we don't want to hear anything. We don't want to hear that you were arguing at a bar. None of this. And I understand them because they're supposed to be professionals, man. Like y'all can't be making trouble and out there like no. So I get that, but I think he's gonna go back to Washington. That's where he's from. It sounds just great. He wasn't found guilty of anything. Like if you looked into that case, or if you knew what was going on, it was a complete. She's damn Steph. When you balling, you got it like that. They try to get you, huh? They try to get you. Try to get my boy. He slither his way out of there though. But yeah, like that'll be a perfect. And imagine Steph and Terry McLaurin. Now Washington defense ranked the absolute worst last year. And they had an injured quarterback. So it wasn't looking good for Washington last year. But it's a different day. It's a different season. Jaden Daniels is completely healed. And that kid that I saw play in his rookie season, he made the playoffs in his rookie season. All right. He's coming back healthy. He's coming back healthy. If they give that boy Stephon Diggs, and he already got Terry McLaurin. Steph Diggs and Terry on the same team, definitely a top 5 duo. Period. Top 5 duo. Off rip. And there are a lot of duos, and you know what it is with my Vikings over here. You know my Vikings, Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and we just got the boy from San Fran. Definitely top 5 receiving coordinator. You pair Steph Diggs with Terry McLaurin, top 5. Period. Instantly. And that's where that man is from. He gonna be feeling at home now. Hey, no telling. Ain't no telling what Steph gonna do over there. Dallas already got one of the top offenses. Yeah, Dallas be choking though. Dallas choke. Y'all know that. You know Dallas choke and Dak will choke when the game is on the line. I hate quarterbacks like that. He got that Kirk Cousins blood in him. Every time when there's and that's what separates the greats from the because Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady done threw 1,000,000 interceptions. Peyton Manning done threw when the game is on the line, when it's clutch time, 0 mistakes, perfect. Everybody got to be locked in. That's what separate the good from the greats. So unless you win in the playoffs, unless you win big games, we cannot take you serious. Take Dak serious, man. Oh my God. That's why they're just up and down, that Cowboys team, man. They're just up and down because they quarterback can't win big games. They've had good teams. They've had good defenses. Like, how long has Dak been over there? Like, dudes, like, make some noise in the playoffs, man. If they gave you the keys to the franchise, man, you got to make something happen. You just do. You just do. They've given him great weapons. He has Zeke in him at one point. He had a great offensive line. He had great defenses. They just choke all the time. They just choke all the time, man. But yeah, man, Steph Diggs over there with Terry McLaurin, that is a scary sight. That is a scary sight. And it's just something to watch. It's still early. I'm just on my nerd stuff. Just, us nerds, there's too much thinking. We're anticipating, we're looking a few months ahead. It's still super early. Like, dudes are on a little break from the mini camp now. We ain't even, but it's little lingering news and lingering things around, things to pay attention to. This is one of them. If Steph Diggs go to Washington and connects over there perfectly and fit in over there perfectly, that's where he's from. And y'all see Steph Diggs, man. Ever since he turned the corner in Minnesota, it's just been all up. Anywhere he goes, their offense get better. In Buffalo, the Texans. He go to the Patriots, they go to the Super Bowl after a 4-win season. So you got to give the man his flowers. Whatever he's doing is working. He's a great route runner. He's super fast. He doesn't drop passes. He can take the hit. He's a great receiver. He's a great receiver all around. He worked on what he needed to work on. People be sleeping on stuff like route running and your cuts and out of the break and all of that. All of that stuff is important. This DB could be faster than you, but how you run your route and your separation is you can leave him in the dust. You can fake like Justin Jefferson is great at it. What he be doing with his body. JJ will fake like he's running that out and you going that way and hit you on the inside. You're gone left out of there. Steph is a supreme route runner. So I'm talking about the speed, the route running ability. Don't fumble. You got to be able to hold on to the ball after big hits. That's big too. You can be a great receiver. You keep fumbling, you got to get the hell out the game, man. Like, real talk. So, like, holding on to the ball, catching the ball, not dropping passes, your route running ability, your ability to be able to run past defenses. So you can tell who's been like working out, who's been out during the offseason running route, all of that, man. When you're out by yourself putting in the work, it shows up on the field. Shout out JJ McCarthy, my quarterback. But anyway, man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The boy Steph, if he goes to Washington, that is a scary sight. I already know. I know Stephon Diggs. He played here. Shout out to the Minneapolis Miracle. It's a lot of hopes. We're kind of figuring it out, working through some things. I did have a small place of me like, damn, it would be great to come home and play in front of their fans I used to play in front of as a young adolescent in college and just kind of doing something for the city. That definitely would be a moment. Hopefully things do work out. We'll see how it goes, but I'm kind of open right now. Yeah. Yeah, man. He'll take a little contract. Yo, man, that dude done made all the money in the world with all these different. He's coming back home. He's older. It's at the end of his career, kinda. It's the tail end of his career. He'll take less money to play in Washington, man. That'll be scary as hell. Like, for real. But yeah, that's crazy. But definitely want to get into one more thing before I leave here. One more itty bitty. Let me check my chat, man. Shout out to my people. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to the Knight who say nay. Omar Cooper, Kenyon Sadiq. Oh yeah, them Jets boy. Still a Sam Darnold fan. See us go back. Yeah, I like Sam too. Sam go hard. Sam kind of turned this. Sam kind of helped turn this franchise around. Kinda. But yeah, man. Just one more story before I get up out of here, man. Just one more. Uno más. We got the news. And there's a lot of stuff always going on. So this is look. There's just always stuff going on in the NFL. I can't listen. Nobody can just talk about all. These are all different stories. So I pick and choose. I picked a super interesting one. That's why I'm like, just chill. Just come through here for the news, the interesting news. I'm gonna break it down to you. You know, Jameer Gibbs added MMA to training. We can talk about that. Cam Jordan excited for all of these dogs in the Saints wide receiver room. They got a pretty. Hold on. Y'all drafted a pass rusher in the first round. Who else? See, I didn't know what it's 32 teams to know what every team did in all of the rounds. I didn't do everything, but what is he talking about? Who are these receivers the Saints got? All right, that's something I gotta check out. Whatever. All right, I'll check it out. Rams safety Cam Kerr. Our defense has a chance to be the Rams. If the Rams don't go to the Super Bowl, if they don't go to the Final Four, I'm super surprised. That damn roster they got. Shout out to Cam Kerr. He go hard too. But every day is a gang of stories. But 1 second, we'll get to the one I want to talk about. Bills coach Joe Brady over Stephon Diggs, the commander. I just talked about that. That'll be interesting. Cowboys, Queen Williams. I know it can better. I bet you can. Commander Jay and Daniels on learning. David Bluff's offense. Now, that's another story. They got a new coach, so he got to learn a whole new. Is that gonna affect David? Is that gonna affect Jaden Daniels? But that usually don't affect NFL quarterbacks, man, because you're working alongside his coach, even though it's a new system and new terminology and all of that. But the coach knows your capabilities, and like you guys, y'all are intelligent individuals, right? Y'all can talk. What do you like? What do you like to do? What are your strengths? What are your okay? I got these new plays. This is this, that, and that. It shouldn't be a problem. It's usually not a problem. Sometimes it is, but it shouldn't be a problem. Cam Scatterbull won't alter approach after injury. Yeah, man. See what I'm saying? The Giants and their injuries. This is what I want to talk about right here because this is scary. This is absolutely scary right here. Because the Joe Burrow I know, college champion, just like my boy JJ McCarthy. Like everybody want us to get rid of JJ McCarthy. Y'all are anyway. But
in Cincinnati this week, there's one major focus for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. The Super Bowl.
Man, let me run my mouth before you start talking. Shush. Can I run my mouth first? But yeah, nah, Joe is sounding like he's a complete like what him and his teammates are about to do to the league. You know what? Let me shut up. I'm gonna talk before. Dexter Lawrence is who they traded for. So they got Dexter Lawrence. They got. I know I wasn't crazy. They got Bohe Mafe, right? What else they got? That roster is retired. All right, you know what? Let's play the video. The Bengals. Nobody was talking about it. This Bengals team loading up right now. They didn't make the playoffs. Somebody get y'all saw what I showed earlier. I should have kept it for right now to show it. Y'all saw that list? The Bengals didn't make the playoffs. The Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. Baltimore didn't make the playoffs. So for Cincinnati to make the playoffs, somebody got to get out of the way. And I know KC is going to make Baltimore's got to, who's going to get out of the way? Is New England not going to make the playoffs? I doubt it with that defense. Is the Texans not going to make the playoffs with that defense? I doubt it. Is Denver not going to make the playoffs because they got young quarterbacks, but they got defenses? And the way this Bengals team is looking, oh, that AFC, I can't wait. I couldn't. Let me just play this. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me play it because this is absolutely ridiculous how this Bengals team is right now. I'm telling you, it's the Rams in the NFC and it's the Bengals in the AFC. The roster. But then again, you can't put Cincinnati over Kansas City. Mr. Patrick Mahomes always in the Super Bowl, or Josh Allen, or Mr. Always MVP Lamar Jackson. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Major focus for Joe Burrow and the Bengals, the Super Bowl title. Speaking to reporters today, Burrow made it clear that the team thrives on that pressure that comes along with competing for a championship. He even compared his current Bengals roster to his 2019 LSU title team.
He's comparing them to his champions. He's never done this. That kid was a rookie. I will never forget. Didn't he go to the Super Bowl his rookie season? Or was that his second? I remember he had Jazz came into the league and went to the Super Bowl. He said, this team, this one right here, this one right here. And I believe him. They're looking his eye the way Joe Burrow was talking. He's like, it's all up to us. We just got to go do it. The goddamn right. Let me stop. Let me shut my mouth and I'm going to shut up. You guys listen.
Is there any added
Look
level
at
of pressure that comes with
relaxed, nonchalant?
I hope so. I think that's great. You know, put pressure on guys. I love it. I thrive in it. We'll find out who else does. I know that we have the kind of people that want to be in that spot. You know, I want everybody talking about the Bengals. I want everybody talking about what I'm saying in my press conferences.
Oh, we're talking.
You know,
I'm
you
talking.
go back and watch what I said before 2019 season at LSU. You know, I feel very similarly about this team. You know, I'm so excited to get started and get moving, and I wish we would ramp this right into training camp so we can continue to improve.
I believe him. I believe he is so ready. He was like, I wish I could just go right into training camp, skip all that. I believe him. And Joe Burrow is nice. They've just been having bad defense, and he's been injured. He's back, fully healthy, fully healed, and I've never heard Joe talk like this, ever.
You know, there's so much greatness that we're going to be able to achieve this year. I'm just excited to get going.
That is a confident quarterback right there. That is a confident quarterback right there. The offseason upgrade included trading them for them 10 Dexter Lawrence. Have since I try to go over their roster and like their defensive line is ridiculous. Their pass rush is ridiculous. Like, where did I see their roster? There's a lot of urgency this year. Certainly the Banger QB. The Bengals are trade. Bengals are a trending off-season squad to go far. They're trending. They didn't even make the playoffs. So everybody know like they're coming. Cincinnati is coming. They are coming, man. This is, you know what? No, because the next story goes right into what I'm talking about, and I'm about to get up out of here. I've been on here too long, just yapping. But I had to share this with you guys. The next story, right here. Obviously, you know, Burrow is going to be on there. Like they got them at the top of this list. I'm at the top of this list. Okay, so this article kind of break it down a little bit more.
same-day delivery for free. For real. Members get more at Lowe's.
All right. So we got to go through commercial before we.
You
So
see right now. from
okay.
this-
So this is what I was talking about right here. So they're. I just want to see that. I just want to talk about the players they got. It's crazy. Right here, Brian Cook. I already mentioned that. He's the former KC safety, top 5. Dang it, man. I was going over their roster. You know, it's cool. Let's just do this.
Organization and in that locker room is a Super Bowl roster.
I think this is the most talented roster that we've had since I've been here. We went out and aggressively made it happen.
Okay, so there's different videos I'm talking about. So this is probably the one that's a little bit more alluding to what I was trying to like he's just said this is the most talented roster. That's the point I was trying to make. This is their most talented roster. More talented than the Super Bowl team? They almost won the Super Bowl. This is scary. I'm sorry. I know Joe Burrow. I know like everybody should pay attention to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Rams. Regardless of what your team is doing, this is why I do this. Y'all have to be educated. Regardless of what you know, what your team is doing and all of this stuff. If you're in the AFC, this is the team you need to worry about. Oh my gosh, but that's such an understatement because the AFC should everybody should worry about everybody. Like everybody should worry about everybody. Everybody is each other's problem. But y'all sleeping on this Bengals and all these new quarterbacks and they great and New England and Houston, the Texans and Bo Jackson over there with Denver. Joe is like, what? Y'all are forgetting we're the OGs? I know the OGs got something to say. I know Pat and Joe and Lamar. Like, whoa. What's up with y'all youngsters? What are y'all talking about? Do y'all know who we are? Do you know who Patrick Mahomes is? Do you know who Lamar Jackson is? Do you know who Joe freaking Burrow is?
Got better at a lot of positions. Signed the best free agent safety. Got the best D tackle in the league, in my opinion. We have a lot of depth now on the defensive line. That's exciting. So we have everything we need in that locker room. We just got to go and make it happen.
The best roster he's had, he says, since he's come to Cincinnati. You hear those comments. What does that do in the locker room, Manti?
Well, it does a lot for somebody like Joe Burrow, right? When you talk about he's on the clock right now. When you think about these, you have one of the best pure passers, one of the best pure field generals in Joe Burrow. Not to mention you pair him up with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You have what is needed to be an elite offense. I just said it in the first hour. The Dallas Cowboys are the Cincinnati Bengals 2.0. You could say that's the same, it's the opposite, but the Cowboys are the Bengals 2.0. You have a high-powered offense. You just need a defense, specifically in the run game. They really hurt in the run game last year defensively. Well, you go and get Dexter Lawrence. Joe Burrow mentioned that. You have Jonathan Allen. I would love to be a linebacker between.
Those are the names. That's what I was talking about. They got Dexter Lawrence and Jonathan Allen on a same defensive line. That is Freddie and Jason Scary. What? Jonathan Allen was hurt last year. He didn't really play. He was in Minnesota, but the amount of money, I know his value. And then you place him next to Dexter Lawrence, a complete freak. They had to give up a first-round pick for him, an early first-round pick. And I'm telling you, I think they got they got Bohe Mafe behind those two, and then they got the boy Jenkins too. Didn't he come from the Panthers? Yo, their defensive line, their pass rush has to be the best in the league. It has to be. Like
that shade of Dexter Lawrence and the 3-tech in Jonathan Allen and just run around and make plays. And then they signed Brian Cook, who has that championship DNA. Sometimes you need to go out and bring in championship caliber to teach guys what it means to have championship habits. They did that on the defensive side of the ball. So I can only imagine pairing that up with that high-powered offense, OG, what that could mean for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Like you said, that offense is high powered, man. Getting that confidence with your quarterback having that kind of confidence going into the season, there's no telling what he can do. And like you said, Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks, if not some people consider the best quarterback in the league. With T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, you got guys out there that are able to make plays for him along the way. So making that defense stronger was a big thing for the Cincinnati Bengals, man. Not being able to stop the run historically has been their MO. So with the quarterback going there confidently thinking that they have a good enough team to where that's the best team they've had, even though they just went to a Super Bowl a few years ago. That's a lot to say, man. That's saying a lot. So, I mean, I rock with it, man. You know, you can rock with your quarterback anytime.
That soundbite fascinated me. Listen, Joe Burrow is calculated. There's different connotations of that.
I just sneakily looked at my chat. Shout out to Holden Martinez. Shout out to Sexdale6316. Yo, what all teams did you talk about already? Man, just the ones on the thumbnail. This channel is about the league, the NFL league, but all of these teams, but especially the Bengals. I'm talking about the Bengals. But everything on the thumbnail again to talk about. But what you just said, you're right. I agree. The Broncos reference. The Broncos defense all around better. Yes, that is true, Sexdale. Is that how you say her name? I didn't say her. Sexdale. What is how it's spelled? S-E-H-X. Sex. Sexdale. That's an interesting one. Bro, we know that Denver defense. I've said it since the playoffs. Denver should have been in the Super Bowl. I don't know how they lost to New England. I do not know. The whole game they had the lead. They had a better day. I don't know. They had that freaking fumble on their end of it. I don't know how Denver lost. I don't know. That Denver defense? Okay, answer me this. Denver got my favorite cornerback too. That boy is a problem. Him and what's the boy that came from the Jets? I'm bad with names, but him and y'all know who I'm talking about, man. It's like 5 of them. The boy from the Seahawks, the boy from the Texans, the boy from the Broncos, the former Jets corner. I love the cornerback position, man. They're just so smooth and anyway, let me stop. But you're talking like now. It's 2 things I'm gonna address real quick. First of all, quick question: do you think Denver have the best defense in the AFC? Because the way you're talking, like, and they probably do. They probably do because that Denver defense is superb, top notch. They probably do, but they got competition. That New England defense, that Houston defense, problem. Yo, Houston, that Denver defense is it. Don't get me wrong. But Houston and Daniil Hunter and them and New England, there's a reason New England they beat y'all. I think Denver should have won, but that New England defense, I think New England got the best cornerback duo in the league. Between the boy Gonzalez and Carlton Davis, their corners are like they'll knock you out and they'll cover you. You're not catching anything. Their defense is their pass rush. I'm sorry. So you have a point. That defense is it. But I don't know if you think they're the best. Maybe, but they got competition. There are a lot of that could be debated. That's the first point. Point number 2. Yes, we know the Denver defense is it. We saw them. You haven't seen this Bengals defense. We're just talking about what's on paper, the roster. Are you not hearing what's happening? Are you not hearing? You need me to rewind this? Are you not seeing what they've put together? Jonathan Allen playing right alongside the boy they just got from the Giants, and they got Boye Mafe. Are you not understanding this? And then they got Brian Cook a top-notch safety, part of that whole Kansas City championship run. So, yeah, we know Denver got a good defense. Even though we haven't seen this Bengals defense in action, we know what they got. Come on now, walk and talk with me. Like, what? I don't like the Rams. Way too much hype. You are tripping. Crispus Telepodicus. Yo, y'all names. I'm loving y'all names. Hey, man, come on with it. This is the Football Nerd Channel. Come on with it. Oh, let me see that there, bro. How do you say your name? Crispus Telenopocus. We got Sexdale and Crispus. Hey, man, shout out to y'all. Nah, bro, nah. Nah. I'm telling you, the Rams is what the Bengals is in the NFC. We don't know. We haven't seen them play yet, but we're talking about the roster. The Rams should have went to the Super Bowl, and they just made their team better. That Rams team is better. Can you like picture that? Can you picture that? They got they got uh they got Kansas City slot corner. What's his name? Um, they've just been picking up everybody. I can't really go over that roster. I've done it before. I know their roster is crazy, ridiculous. I think they've added another pass rusher and somebody in some like it's yeah, nah. You got to look at the Rams roster. It's scary. The Rams and the Bengals. Definitely the Broncos because I know Bo was coming back with vengeance. That throw that he stepped up and threw to beat the Bills, that was a second-year quarterback. That's what I'm saying. These younger and they want to do that to my boy JJ McCarthy. Listen, man, I'm telling you, it's something about that quarterback class. It was like they were blessed. They were touched by God. That quarter, they're all good. Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy. Who else? I'm missing somebody. It's another one. Bo, Jaden, Drake May. Drake went to the Super Bowl after a 4-win season. Man, it's a different time. It's a different time. Hey, yo, you old dudes in the NFL, in the AFC, are y'all like, y'all letting these young boys Debo, y'all? Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Y'all are not going to make the playoffs anymore because of these young dudes? What are we doing? I know Joe thought about that. Joe see what's going on. Joe is not having it. I know Joe is not having. Yo, who is these young bucks? Yo, who is Drake May? Yo, Drake May is in the Super Bowl, and you got dudes like Burrow still around. Burrow is still young. He's in his prime. Hey, man, beef this up, man. This gotta be offensive in all way. Hey, Pat Mahomes, Lamar. I hope y'all are taking this personal. Got these young bucks taking over. What are we doing?
He does not mince his words when he gets on the podium and says he thinks things out. He's cerebral. That being said, vocab lesson of the day, the first word that came to mind was brazen. Acting in a bold, shocking way without feeling any shame. Joe Burrow, shameless dude. That's fine. Bold, yes. I mean, you're going to be opening the doors up for criticism at the most minute hiccups you have in the season or in the locker room or whatever. But shocking. I look at this thing on paper, and I have to agree with him. He has, on paper, the best team he's had. Now, what are they going to do with that? Does that light the spark in that locker room like you guys were talking about? We'll see. It's fascinating. They shot their shot, and now they get to reap what they sowed in the best way.
There are teams that, why don't we talk about the Texans enough, or should the Broncos be in the conversation?
Yo, man. Isn't this fascinating? Like, listen, this is just something that if you're not paying attention, you'll just, you can just be on there. You can just scroll past. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Y'all tap in here, subscribe, tap into the channel, man. I had to learn the software out, but just as far as having a conversation, you're rocking with the best. You're rocking with the best. This is the best. I'm the best. I'm the best pizza maker. I'm the best at this. We do this. We find the best topics and we discuss it. But like I'm telling you, like this is not stuff you'll hear. The big people, you know, they got their stuff they pick. But the nerds, the guys who like football, we know the big stories and we know where to go find it and share with the people. This is fascinating stuff, man. This is fascinating stuff. That AFC is absolutely ridiculous. Now, last little topic, last little topic before I get up out of here. Same thing. I don't have to go anywhere. It's just same thing. Just continue. So, narratives are always in flux in the NFL. Just ask Sam Darnold. Yeah, we understand. So that was that was the Bengals, right? So I guess this last little topic right here I wanted to talk about, and it's just I just had to show you guys. I just had to show you guys the Cincinnati Bengals. What's going on? Talk about the Rams. I've talked about the Rams before, but just kind of brief you guys on the scary teams on the rise. So come the season coming, the Bengals are just smacking boys all over, or you see what's going on in the AFC, you can understand it better, and the NFC, and I'll be back later on tonight to talk about my Vikings. There's just so much stuff to talk about with Nolan Teasley. Shout out to the new GM. We got all kind. He hit the ground running, but like I said, that's what this channel is about. It's not all about my Vikings. I talk about the league too, what's going on in the league. I thought this was interesting. So these are supposed to be teams and players who will change the narratives, right? You see Giants, Joe Burrow. You just heard a Joe Burrow story. And like I said, I believe Joe. I believe Joe Burrow. I believe like he's not even he's looked like he's never been this calm and he's not worried at all. There were always things he was worried about and how I'm gonna get over this injury, how our team is gonna get better. It's like it took a few years or whatever, but they're at where he always wanted to be at. They got Chase locked down. They got T. Higgins. They got everybody. They brought in all the help that Joe needed. Everything. He's healthy. Like the confidence I'm hearing out of Joe, how he's just all nonchalant about it. I'm telling y'all, man, that is a little scary when somebody dangerous is nonchalant. It's absolutely scary when somebody who is dangerous is very, very nonchalant. Like, man, what was that? He got me feeling like Uncle Madden right now.
Oh, and what the heck was that?
Like, whoa, what the heck was that, bro? Like he's being serious, but he's not being serious while being serious, like real serious. And I don't think he's lying, man. I don't think he's lying. Like, no. But anyway, man, let's get into the last low. Last low, last low topic. Same page, just a different team. So that was Bengals. You see the thumbnail. It ain't just all about the Bengals. It's a few teams. It's those teams on the thumbnails. So I guess those teams are supposed to be the teams on the rise. You see the Giants. That kid Jackson Dart. I talked about them a little bit earlier, a little brief. It was a little brief, but I was gonna get to it. It was a subject matter in the show. If they could just not be injured, Cam Scatterbull was injured. They got. Oh my God, that team. Malik Neighbors, Cam Scatterbull. Then they got a bunch of people injured, but that team, their roster, they got Arvell Reese with I'm so bad with names. What's the name of the kid that had this little weird him and Jackson Dart was going back and forth. It was a big deal. It wasn't even really a big deal about Abdul Carter. You got Abdul Carter and Arvell Reese on the same team. Arvell Reese should have went before David Bailey. That Giants team, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. They had a great draft too. And it's a good team. They're kind of like Cincy. They got great players. They just didn't, they just been dealing with injury. It's a great team. It's like the Vikings. Great team, just been injured. but when healthy and they had a great draft, and they got one of these quarterbacks that are young, these young, promising I'm telling you, between him and Jackson, between Dart and the boy Shuff from New Orleans, let's get into it. Like this Giants team, if they could just stay healthy, they could make some noise. Well, I don't know. Y'all got to see Philly in that division. I think they'll take care of Washington, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But number 2, let's talk about the Texans. The Texans. Stroud was shed, Buzz versus labor. CJ Stroud followed a remarkable rookie season with a decline in year 2, but it wasn't until last season that panic about him really rose, justifiably so. Stroud 2025's campaign opened with 3 straight losses, and though he rebounded somewhat from that, Stroud also missed 3 games with a concussion. Backup Davis Mills led the Texans to straight run. Bounces back with 6 straight wins of his own after returning. He also crashed out in the playoffs following 5 fumble games. He had 5 fumbles in that game with a 4 interception showing in the loss at New England. That's impossible. With a 4 interception showing in the loss at New England. I remember the game with a bunch of fumbles, and that was against New England. With 4 interceptions? He didn't have 9 turnovers. I don't know. I don't want to miss. I'm probably not understanding this right. Are they talking about previous games? Anyway, let me not get stuck on this. CJ sucked. We know CJ sucked during the playoffs. We know that. We know CJ sucked during the playoffs. But like I said, that game was wet. It was a bunch of he would hold the ball and getting ready to throw the ball, just slip out his hand. So it was like that game could have went either way, man. The weather, but these dudes, they're professionals. You've been playing in bad weather all your life. It's football. But then again, I can if the ball is wet, the ball is wet and it's slippery. I don't know, man. Especially snow. I'd rather deal with rain than snow. Like snow is slippery, and it was snowing, so it was like snowing and raining. So I can't really. And CJ, since he's been in the league, he's been in the playoffs every single year because of that damn defense they got. So you know what I'm saying? I can't write CJ off. And like you said, he was injured. He started off bad. Then after the low injury, he went on the low. And that's how it is for quarterbacks, man. That's how it was for Caleb and other quarterbacks. Sometimes they hit a streak and it's a wrap. Sometimes they hit a streak, it's a wrap. So I can't really, can't really fault CJ there, man. But it says the Texans invested heavily in the offense line, and they added a strong complementary weapon, David Montgomery, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz. Our trusted option in place, Tank Dell. Yo, I forgot all about my dog, Tank Dell. We forgot all about my dog, Tank Dell. If Tank Dell come back fully healed, the Tank Dell I know, and they still got Nico Collins, and they got new people, and they got hey. The Texans was a team that went far in the playoffs. They could make it happen again. Oh, this AFC. Oh, this AFC, man. Oh, this AFC. Hey, they could get. He got some weapons. David Montgomery, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Tank Dell. Hey. But that's it for that one, man. That's it for that one. Basically, I guess, that team right there, there's 5 teams that are actually, like, after minicamp, that are being looked at hard. It's Cincinnati, it's the Texans, with that whole situation. They got Tank Dell coming. They got, I don't know, that AFC is tight. This is a team right here that could like They could be made or they could be broken. But that team I saw with that defense, like I said, between the Texans, the Broncos, and the Pats, best defenses in the AFC. Best defenses in the AFC. And if they come back, I forgot all about Tank Dell. Oh my God. If they come back, that boy Tank Dell is what he used to be, and Nico Collins and them, and they got their line right. And CJ in his 4th season now is a way better quarterback. And I'm pretty sure they watched that tape a million times and he learned a few things about playing in snow or whatever. Or he learned some preventative measures to not fumble the football. Ugh. Ugh. It's nasty. Ugh. But yeah, man, that's it for the Texans. Definitely got to watch them, see how that go. Now the Saints and that boy Shuff. The New Orleans Saints. Thank God they're in the NFC because it's a great team. It's a great promising team. They're coming up, but you can't be on the AFC on a come up. That's why I'm looking at Cleveland and the Jets like, good luck, man, because we got Super Bowl champs on the outside looking in, like Pat Mahomes. So good luck to the Cleveland and like you got Lamar Jackson and them on the outside looking in. Hey, man, good luck to whoever's on the rise. But this team right here is in the NFC, just like the Giants. And like I said, these are the quarterbacks I was talking about, and I forgot their name. I could only remember Jackson Dart. But look at these. These are the quarterbacks that were in his draft class last year. Cam Ward, University of Miami. Cam Ward is my dog. Cam gonna be, and that's another team. Y'all gotta. Well, no, I don't know, because they still need a lot of help. But Cam is going into his 2nd season. He got Jeremiah Love back there. That running game is gonna be it, and it's gonna open it up for Cam. So just interesting, man. It's just interesting, man. I want to see that Tennessee team, what it's gonna be like. But these are the quarterbacks that came out of his draft class. You got Cam Ward, you got Jackson Dart. You already know I've been singing Jackson Dart praises. He's one of those quarterbacks that it's not gonna be like a Baker or like a Geno or like a Sam Darnold. You know, it's gonna take it took a few years for them to get over that hump. Nope. No. These dudes from last year, from last year's draft class, for some reason they got it. They got it. I'm looking at 3 of them on here. Cam Ward has figured it out. Jackson Dart has figured it out. Cam didn't have a good season, but I trust me, he's figured it out. He's adjusted, or probably hasn't adjusted fully, but he has adjusted a lot. He's adjusted a lot. That boy Jackson Dart definitely has. Tyler Shuff, I think, is the best one, just like the article says. Or him and Dart is like right here. Cam Ward too. Dylan Gabriel is not a bad quarterback. He played the Vikings. They almost beat us. But that kid can sling it. But him and Shador are on the same team. So I know one of them, not even one of them. I know Shador is going to win that starting job. And then we got Deshaun Watson. Just get him up out of there. He's finessing y'all. Give the job to young Shador. Let him do his thing and grow. I already know that's what they're going to do. But you see it. You see it. Like, these dudes didn't need seasons. Or I don't know about Shador. We haven't really seen him play. But Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Tyler Shuff, good. All they needed was 1 season. It's 1 season. That's it. And these boys can play. Like, they'll whoop you. They can play. That's why the Giants are they're feeling themselves. New Orleans are feeling. I'm telling you something about a franchise. Y'all could be completely trash. Everybody on the team sucks. All you need is a good quarterback that shows he can play. I'm telling you, that's all you need, because you can build around that. Once your QB is straight, everybody else can suck. We don't care. We can build around that. So New Orleans, New York, and Tennessee are feeling themselves right now. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. This is going to be an interesting season, man. Saints Shuff will be viewed as the best QB from 2025 draft class by the end of the season. I don't know. Hey, Jackson might give him a run for, like I said, them other two quarterbacks. He might be leading right. I don't even know if he's even leading right now. Maybe. Tyler Shuff was doing this thing in New Orleans. He shocked everybody. But so was Jackson Dart. So was Cam Ward. Hey, they're all right here to me. They're all right here to me. You never know. What if Jackson Dart take off? I like that Giants roster. What if Cam take off because he got Jeremiah Love now? What if that opens up the pass game? So we'll see what happens, but it's those three for me. It's those three for me. And Shador can probably be in there too, but he just didn't have a lot of play time. It was this quarterback battle. It was supposed to be Dylan Gabriel, and didn't another quarterback play? But whatever. Definitely Shador is in that conversation too, though. But anyway, man, that's it for that one. Just want to share that with you guys. And then this right here is about the New York Giants, son. Word, Big Blue. Hey, yo, listen. Shout out to all my cousins. Shout out to all my family, all my cousins in New York. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all are literally ruining y'all own city. New York and Philly, what is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with them? Y'all just won. Y'all ain't supposed to be ruining like Philly won that Super Bowl and people died. What the hell is wrong with y'all? In celebration, there was a kid that fell from a light, but they were climbing light poles and falling to their deaths. They are burning stuff. They're like, what is wrong? People are supposed to be happy and celebrating, not committing crimes and looting and putting stuff over. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Anyway. Anywho. Giants become consistent winners starting this season. John Harbaugh, they got a good coach. Bro, a lot of hope. Franchise that has been in short supply in recent years. He got some good players too, so that's very convenient. Since the Super Bowl victory 15 years ago, Giants have only made the playoffs twice. Jackson Dart. Yeah, they got some players. Assuming he can stay healthy. If Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbull, everybody's just hurt. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. They're hurt. Just this hurt, can't stay healthy team. Like I said earlier, if they can stay healthy, like they could definitely make some noise. You know, they got two premier pass. They got the boy Abdul Carter and they got the boy Arvell Reese. Like you can't stop those two. You just can't. You just can't. Now they traded Dexter Lawrence away, but I'm pretty sure they cover for that. I didn't know what they did the whole draft, but I'm pretty sure they drafted. Or they're going. It probably won't be as good as Dexter Lawrence, but they got two crazy pass rushers. You don't need just have a big body that's going to occupy some space. Your pass rusher is going to take care of the rest. Like for real. On offense there, if they could just stay healthy, man. If that Giants team could just stay healthy, like Malik Neighbors and them, and then they got their franchise quarterback, Cam Scatterbull and them. They got a great line. They drafted great in that first round. And that division, they could definitely make some noise. They got Dallas is just, I don't know. Like, we'll see. I don't think Dallas is so much better than this New York team, so they can definitely battle it out. You already know how I feel about Dak. He can't win big games. So, hey, Jackson Dart can send a message. And their defense is legit. Dallas defense sucked. Both of their defense was trash last year. I think Dallas was worse than theirs. So, Arvell Reese, the boy Abdul Carter, Dallas added to their defense too, though. Boy, Caleb Downs. Yo, Caleb Downs was my favorite DB in this whole draft. OMG. That boy Caleb Downs. I can't wait for the season. But Big Blue, if Big Blue can stay healthy, they could take on Dallas. They could take on Washington. They could probably win that division. Who else is in there? It's Dallas and Washington. Who else is in there? I got everything right here behind me. What the hell am I doing? Dang, I got the NFC on that side. Okay, hold on. It's still right here. See, this is what I do. Oh, the Eagles. How did I forget the Eagles? See? Football nerd stuff. Why you just turn around? Either this or this. Look over here, Dallas, New York. Oh, it's the Eagles I was forgetting about. All right, cool. Got everything right here. Got everything I need. Now, I don't know about the Eagles. Philly is still the team to beat in that division. Like, no. I don't know. Y'all got to fight for a wild card spot or something. Everybody in that division, including Dallas. Because Philly's the team to beat. But, it's a new season. It's a new season. You never know. You never know. But we all know Philly's the team to beat in that division. Come on, man. I don't even want to talk about them. OMG, that Philly roster. I already talked about them earlier. I already told y'all they got the scariest receiving core in the league. The fastest, Mekhi Lemon, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown. Like nobody can cover those. Like nobody can cover those. And then they got Dontavio Wicks to replace AJ Brown, big body. They got a big body, and then they get a first round draft. They won that trade. I don't know. New England got the receiver they wanted too, though. But moving forward, Philly won that trade. Like, and they get a first round pick for that. They didn't even need AJ Brown. They get a first round draft pick. That was a great trade. Great trade. But that offense, and then they got Saquon, and then they got what's that QB name again? That oh my God, Philly. Yeah. So yeah, they got to go past Philly in that division. Everybody got to go past Philly in that division. Period. But you never know. It's a new season, and yeah, never know. Some teams are just like 1 or 2 injuries away from like being the supreme team in the division. You know what I'm saying? Like Saquon get injured or something, or what's the boy name? I'm so bad with names. The quarterback, he got to come out for 1 or 2 or something. And you never know because this Giants roster is looking good, and they got a respectable head coach. So never know. They could definitely make some noise. But on to the days. This is the last one. This one right here. This right here. This one right here is the one that really stood out to me because people are not paying attention to this Jacksonville team. Like people are not paying attention to the Jacksonville team. They drafted Trevor Lawrence, and like the first couple of seasons, it was like, what the hell? It was a bust. It was a bust. It's a bust. The kid sucked. He's one of those quarterbacks that has figured it out. Trevor is slinging it. He's one of those QBs that what I saw last year. Hey, that Jacksonville team is here to stay. I'm sorry. And I think they have figured out how to use the boy, what's the boy, Hunter. They have figured out how to use him. He's going to be more on defense now, and I think he's a better corner. He's a good player. He's a good receiver. He's nice, but he's a better corner. And I think the team needs more cornerback help than receiver help. So I think they made that. They might bring him on some. They might have some packages for him. You know, we got a reverse play, or we got this double whatever to go to Travis Hunter. But he's a better corner, and the team needs that. But that Jacksonville team, they have figured it out. Trevor Lawrence has figured it out. Just like Baker, just like the boy with the Jets now, just like Sam Darnold. There are some quarterbacks that come into the league, like Schuff and Dart and them, and they come into the league, the right system, and a couple games go past. Some quarterbacks, it's a few games. Some quarterbacks, it's one season, like Caleb. Caleb needed that first season to go past. Even the second season, last season, a couple games, and then he just snapped. He figured it out. He adjusted to the speed of the game. The quarterback position is hard. It's a lot of stuff that got to go right. You got to understand the system. You and your receivers got to be on the same page. You and the lineman, you got to understand the timing of the game. You and the lineman, you got to know your lineman capabilities. if there are good. Some quarterbacks are not playing behind a good line, so it's just crazy. Sometimes it takes forever. Sometimes it never work out. Sometimes quarterbacks come into a great system, a great line, a great whatever, all of that, which I think is what JJ McCarthy has. We were just injured last season, but he got a great system. He got the quarterback whisperer. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is everybody don't get put in the same system. Everybody don't have the same destiny. Everybody, you understand what I'm saying? So as far as these guys, they're figured it out. They're gonna put him at corner. But yeah, like some quarterbacks, it's a short period of time, and it's about the system and the team and the coaches and all of that. Some quarterbacks, it takes a few teams. Some quarterbacks, they were in such a bad system that the new team they're with, I think that's what happened to Sam. Sam got moved around. He got drafted by the Panthers. I think no, they got drafted by the Jets. And I think it was not a quarterback friendly situation. Even down there in Carolina, I think it clicked when he went to San Francisco. So, a couple of bad franchises, but a couple of great spots. So when he went to San Francisco, over there with Shanahan, you already know Shanahan's an offensive mind. And then over here with O'Connell, that was a wrap. It's over with. We could have made some noise if our line protected Sam. We could have made some noise against that Rams, Fearsome Ford, or whatever. But it clicked for Sam. It clicked after being in these different, organizations and being with these offensive minds. It clicked, man. So everybody's journey is different or whatever. But I didn't mean to ramble on. It's the nerd in me. I apologize. But anyway, Travis Hunter entered in 2025 NFL draft. However, was plagued by a knee injury. The Jaguars continue to say that Hunter will see time on both offense and defense, but it wouldn't shock me if the usage is altered dramatically. Yeah, of course. Like, this is not college. Like, you can't play both sides in the NFL. Stop it. It's starting to feel like there is a lane toward claiming a starting outside QB spot opposite Monteric Brown after not drafting a cornerback. Yeah, they need corner help. The Jaguars will have ample weapons. Parker Washington emerged from down the stretch. Brian Thomas Jr. Jacoby Myers was a huge out recovery. Like, yeah, they don't need wide receivers. They need corners. They don't need receivers. They need corners. See what they talking about here.
It's a good day to make the neighbors jealous.
They're just going to force me to watch this commercial, huh?
Our best lineup is here. Lowe's.
Texans was asked recently about championship expectations for.
Look, I done skipped the video. I'm done talking about the Texans. All right, whatever. We'll go back there. I'm on a whole different team, but let's see what they talk about.
2026. His answer? Most definitely. I look at this team and we've got Super Bowl caliber players all over the field. It's all about taking the next step. Direct quote there from Will Anderson. So in the spirit of sounding the.
Hey, well, my guy, are you still on? Probably on the left, huh? That think the Broncos defense, Sexdale. Broncos defense is better than all around. They added a weapon. You think the Broncos defense is better than this Texans defense? Probably. I'm just saying, like, between the Broncos, the Texans, and New England, bro, they're all right there. So there's a great argument to have. I can say this Texans defense is better than that Broncos defense. Like,
field,
their pass rush is ridiculous.
Taking the next step. Direct quote there from Will Anderson. So in the spirit of sounding the siren, anyone willing to raise their hand for Will Anderson Jr. and the Texans, Manti?
Oh, heck yeah.
Let's go.
Just like how Fernando Mendoza was doing that at that hockey game. Listen, the Houston Texans had and still have a Super Bowl winning defense. The biggest question.
Bro, everybody, this AFC, everybody is a Super Bowl contender. Everybody's a Super Bowl contender. We already know what the Chiefs is. I'm never counting Patrick Mahomes out of the Patrick Mahomes I know, and it's just extending him. They're like, Patrick, please stay. We'll do whatever. His contract is historic. KC, I'm never counting them out. We just saw the Bengals. Everybody's like, oh, the Bengals, Super Bowl. The Texans are talking about Super Bowl contenders. You already know how New England feel about it. They was there last year. They want to go back. Denver are a Super Bowl contender. Like, everybody are Super Bowl contenders in the damn AFC. OMG, bro. Like,
Mark, was how can they improve C.J. Stroud? How can they get C.J. Stroud to get back to what he did his rookie year? Well, the best thing they did was they went and they signed David Montgomery from the Detroit Lions. David Montgomery is going to make sure that that run game, the best outlet for a quarterback, is a.
That was their only problem. They got rid of Joe Mixon, right? Who is their running back? They got David Montgomery now, though.
Strong run game. And we love David Montgomery on this show. We love him with the angry run scepter. He's going to win a lot of them over there in Houston. And by the way, they just got Tank Dell back, who is C.J. Stroud's favorite target. So if they're able to shore up things with the offense and C.J. Stroud, which it seems like they're doing, paired up with that defense, Willie, sound that siren, bro.
Yeah, mute that horn for me. This team hasn't broken through yet. They haven't been to an NFC championship game. I'm not a believer in the Texans. I understand who they are defensively. They are elite, and I understand some of the additions that you just mentioned offensively, but it comes down to C.J. Stroud. Man, he was horrible last year. Like, I honestly felt during that
in a bad weather, snowy game, both teams had turnovers. It just happened at the Texans. Like, oh, my God, can y'all go watch the game again between New England and the Texans? No. Was that New England or Denver? Who did they play? It was New England. Everybody was fumbling. The Texans just happened to be the team that had one extra turnover, and the game was close. It didn't get smoked. The game was close. Everybody, like, you know what? CJ's a professional. He shouldn't be fumbling and all of that. But, like, nah, bro, like, I disagree.
That playoff Patriots game. Like, I honestly felt during that playoff Patriots game, I felt like he should have been benched at halftime. They should have wheeled out Davis Mills. He would have probably won the game for him. Nevertheless, man, I just feel like there's still more to be had on offense. I know you mentioned David Montgomery, but C.J. Stroud needs to be better. He has to be better because I don't know if he's.
That's true.
I look at this offense line. They've added some additions. They went and drafted a guy to guard. We have to see if that has an impact. But overall, this was a sixth worst team on first down. They were horrible on first down. So what does that mean? That means they lived in second and long and third and long a lot. Offensively, they have to be way more efficient with C.J. Stroud and some of the weapons they have. So when you start talking about, are they Super Bowl worthy? Let's at least get them to the AFC Championship first. They haven't been there ever. So I'm not a believer. KB.
Well, there were alarms going off in Foxborough that day. Just another interception got thrown. Crank the siren, sound the alarm. We got a panic at the quarterback position. Tough day. And when you have a day that tough on that big of a stage, you have to hear about it for a long time. We don't do this gratuitously. We can't have a conversation about the Texans without talking about what C.J. Stroud did in the playoffs. Not just this week, the week before. There was a passionate debate at halftime of this game about whether they should bench him in the middle.
That one wasn't his fault. The receiver, I'm telling y'all, this game was crazy. The receiver literally just let the ball go through his hand. There was a couple fumbles. He did throw that interception on the sideline. Let me see that again. That interception. Even the receiver could have fought for that. Like, CJ is not. So y'all not going to talk about all the games, his win streak that brought him here. Y'all just going to talk about this game, just this game. See how they're disingenuous? So this game is what makes CJ suck. We're not going to talk about that run that he had, though. Oh, my goodness, bro. Like, this is the throw down the side. Let me see this again. I got to see this again.
Position. Tough day. And when you have a day that tough on that big of a stage, you have to hear about it for a long time.
That was a bad throw.
We don't do this.
I see what he was trying to do, but that was a bad throw in the bad weather. That was a super difficult throw. That was just a bad decision. It's a bad decision. But this kid, like, to be acting like CJ sucked, this man has been since a rookie. He's been in the league, 3-4 years? He's never missed the playoffs. Ever. What are we talking about? Come back. He got his favorite receiver back. He got Tank Dell back. I'm pretty sure he learned from last year and all these fumbling or whatever. I'm pretty sure they have come up with some solutions or whatever to in case of bad weather games or whatever. He'll come back better. He'll come back better. I hate when they talk like this. Like this kid has made the playoffs. He made the playoffs as a rookie. He made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Who does that? Who does that? The man made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Who does that? Hold on, was that him or I'm confusing with another quarterback. That was the Chargers quarterback. No, that was CJ. Regardless of that, I know he's made the playoffs since he's been in the league. CJ don't know how it's like to not play in the playoffs. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. He had a bad game.
Gratuitously, we can't have a conversation about the Texans without talking about what C.J. Stroud did in the playoffs.
That was a bad
Not just
decision.
this week, the week before.
Just take the sack.
There was a passionate debate at halftime
That
of
was
this
not
game
his
about whether
fault.
they should bench him in the middle of a playoff game, and a lot of people, myself included, were saying, "I think you have to."
Bad throw, CJ.
Listen,
He had a bad
it's
game.
not fun to talk about because you just want to say, "Oh, the defense is so great and the coach is likable, wonderful." That's the shot right there. That's the Texans conversation. I know the defense is going to be good next year. We all know that. Everybody knows that. We know DeMeco Ryans is a good coach.
Yep.
I don't know about C.J. Stroud, and the problem is we won't know until the end of the season. He could throw 12 touchdowns in the first 2 games, and no one cares. You have to get to January and do it. That's the price you have to pay for having a day that rough on a stage that big.
That's true. Got a point. Got a point on that. Got a point on that. You got to win. Got to be able to win, man. Like we can't. That's if you know your football, that's the fans' problem with quarterbacks who can't win. Y'all understand now how the real fans feel about Kyler? All my Vikings fans, he can't win. Look at what they're saying about CJ, and I'm singing CJ's praises, but he's right. He's right, man. You are the quarterback. You got to figure this thing out. He's right in his criticism, all of them. That's why quarterbacks who don't win, we don't take serious. We don't take you serious, bro. You got to be able to get over that hump. Anyway, that's about it, man. I've been on here for hours and hours. I don't talk my ears off. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't showed y'all everything I needed to show y'all. We done talked about everything. Shout out to all 5 of y'all that was in the chat. Shout out to Crispus Sexdale, Holden Marina. Yo, Holden rock with me. Holden always 3. Yo, shout out to Holden, man. Marina's. Shout out to Aiden. Yo, my dog, Too Evil, Too Hope is in the building. Yo, I'm about to get the yo, I got the soundboards. I'm about to get the dun, 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 dun. Shout out to Too Evil, Too Hope, man. Too Evil, Too Hope always rock with me. Even though he disagreed with me, he agreed with me on some things and don't agree with me on. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to I got a lot of people that rock with me, man. But y'all gotta share this thing. Share, like, share, and subscribe, man. All my football nerds. I'm not even really streaming for all the other people. They're on Kick and all this other things. They got ways to promote. I just get on here, man, and just record, man. The simple fact that I have hundreds of people subscribe to my channel is it's unbelievable. But I love y'all back. I love y'all back. I just wanted to create up somewhere that we can talk. I'm gonna fire this thing up, and y'all let me know if y'all want to call in, and you know what I'm saying, and let me know. Don't be calling and sounding crazy though. I'm gonna have to drop you because we're trying to entertain the people, and I can just have anybody talking about. I can't just have anybody talking about anything. But nah, once it's football related, once it's interesting, once you're a part of the conference, listen. You hear the name of the channel. Talk football with me. Talk football. It was strictly just my Vikings that I'm like, no. Because Seattle fans showed me a lot of love covering it. Just everybody else. I got people from all these different teams, and we just talk football, man, and may the best man win. Now. Channels like mine make you understand the game better, make you understand the league better because you are familiar with individuals on different teams. So when you're playing them, you know what you're going up against. You can talk football with your family. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. This is our game in America. This is America's game. This is the game we watch during Thanksgiving. Not basketball, not soccer, not baseball. No shade, no disrespect. But this is our game. This is our game, man. This is the best game in the world. That's why we took football. You know, soccer is football, right? We call it our name. America are bully. We're bullies, man. We're bullies. We just Devo their stuff like it's ours now. It's not yours. It's not football anymore. Call it soccer. Call it that. You're gonna call it that? Okay, that's what I thought. Say soccer. Soccer. Say ours is football now. Okay. Mine is not football. Yours is football. Okay. We have an understanding? Yes, we have an understanding. All right then. America told the whole world that, and they accepted it. Soccer is called football all around the world. And then they call our football American football. Nope. Y'all's is soccer. This is football. Oh, I love it. Did the Titans pay too much for their DT? I don't think so. That boy Simmons he's that good. He's that good. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They got Jermaine Johnson on the defensive end. They got Simmons. They got they're building that defense. They're starting with that defensive line. Their scheme is to get to the quarterback because their back end is not all that. I see what they're doing in Tennessee. Man. They got their franchise quarterback. They drafted a top-notch best running back to take some attention off of Cam. She doesn't have the best offensive line. I want to see that tape. But I know they got better. I know they're not the same Tennessee team. Definitely know that. Not us. It's called football because the ball is too long. Came up with soccer. No, too evil, too hope. My point is the rest of the world call it football, and we call ours football, and theirs soccer. And they ended up adapting that name soccer like they call it soccer too. And they're starting to call ours soccer. So we changed the narrative, and the rest of the world is starting to accept it. That's my point. Like only America can do that. Like who changes the name that everybody else is used to something else? It's like your name is John, right? And then I start calling you Peter. And then everybody else start calling you Peter and abandon John. No, his name is John. Everybody been calling him John. It's been John this whole time. You really got people calling me Peter? Who are you? That's what America did. Just change the name and everybody started calling them that. Are there people who are going to always say football pertaining to soccer? Yeah, but come on, man. You know what it is. Soccer has soccer, the name soccer, and sometimes football. Football is football. It's not nothing else. You can say American football is football. Period. I've never seen that done ever in life, ever in only America though. Gotta love football. Well, I gotta get up out of here, man. Shout out to my dog, Too Evil, Too Hope for showing up. I appreciate everybody for showing up. I just had to talk about if you missed it, man, you missed a great show. Like, I've been on here for hours. Yeah, no. Go back and watch. Y'all missed a great show. I talked about everything. We talked about all these free agents and how it make no sense. But then again, it's early. A lot of them are like Tyreek Hill is out there, but he was battling injuries. Like these. I'm not gonna go back in. I already went through it. But this year, the dudes that are still on the market, there's just too much talent. Joey Bosa. Joey started off nicely. I don't know what happened. But he's not too old to not. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was injury, but Joey Bosa is still available. I know Joey can negotiate. Like, come on, bro. Some team can use you. Steph Diggs might go to Washington, like the way they're talking, and that's a match made in heaven. That's where he's from. He's like, I've always been here. I played at other places. I played for other teams, but my house has always been in Washington. It'll be great to play with the fans, play in front of the fans I grew up playing in front of, and and all of this. I already know they're going. I already know he's going to Washington. I already know. Dudes like Tyreek Hill still out there, but Tyreek Hill has been battling injuries. There's some top names. We talked about, Burrow looking scary. He's talking about championship, like he's feeling like how he's feeling at LSU when they won that championship in 19. He said he's never felt this good ever. And they've been to the Super Bowl. He's feeling better than that year they went to the Super Bowl, and I believe him. Their roster is ridiculous. And then we talked about these other NFL teams that with the hot topics coming out of mini camps, why and why not. Just football, yeah, I got to sprinkle some of my Vikings in there. There was some Vikings talk. There was some freestyle. There was some whatever. Pretty great show, you know. You know me, man. I'm doing it live now. I had to join the party. Had to bring my tribe with me. I gotta form my tribe, my nerds, my football nerds. Gather around. No more videos. I'm doing it live now, like Uncle Bill say.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Doing it live now, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys already know I'm out here looking for my people. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm out there searching. Is anybody else out there?
Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me?
You know what I'm saying? So, tap in, man. Tap into the channel. Talk to me. I'll talk back. This is our little corner. This is what we come to. Like, man, y'all wait till football season. It's gonna be. I do game reviews too. All we're gonna be talking about every game. We're gonna be talking about everything that's happened in the whole league with all the franchises, with everybody just like this. Tap in. Players evaluation. What happened in the game? Who lost the game? What teams could have did better? I'm talking about nerd stuff, man. Football play, like the battle within the game. Everybody else just be watching the game. Nah, the nerds are looking at the battle in the trenches. How is that offensive line against that defensive line? How is that corner against their best receiver? Yeah, how is the release? Does he have a great release? Is he running past him? How is that quarterback? Can he scramble? How is that defense looking? Is that safety shading to the right side? Is their blitz working? It's nerd stuff. Football nerd stuff. But tap in. Tap in, man. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely fun, man. Definitely fun. For sure, too evil, too hope. But y'all definitely tap in, man. Talk Vikings with me, I'll talk back. Talk football with me, I'll talk back. I'll be back later on tonight, talk about my Vikings. We got a lot going on. Shout out to Nolan Teasley. I see what you're doing, Teasley. Teasley hit the ground running. He got rid of people. He got new players. Got rid of front. All he's working. That boy is working. Hey, listen. I hope Schneider. Not even I hope. I know Schneider rubbed off on you the right way. But you have an ability to be better than Schneider. Okay. Those are the best stories. When you're better than your teacher, the person who I'm one of those. I don't care what it is. If I learn it, I could be better than you at it. Whatever I learn, I could be better than you at it. Who taught me? Because then you interpret it in your own way. You it's kind of like cooking or something. Somebody can teach you how to cook, and you can be a better cook than them, or a better driver, or whatever, a better soccer player, a better ball player. Somebody could coach you how to play the game, but you end up being a better player than them. That's what I be on. That's my MO. So let me get up out of here, man. Let me get up out of here. It's been fun. Tap into the channel, man. We're gonna talk a lot of football. That was just minicamp. It ain't training camp yet. The season ain't here. Yeah, it ain't preseason. Yeah, it ain't come the season and tap in. I'll be your little ESPN. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll be back later on to talk about my Vikings. And you already know what it is, man. Skol all day, baby. I'll catch y'all later.